Well, it's been a few years since Michelle Obama's stricter nutrition guidelines for school cafeterias across the nation kicked in, and it has left some school districts with fewer paying customers. Well, with more kids packing lunches, it's one of a number of reasons school lunch programs struggle, not only to meet the bar on health, but also the line on budget. This morning, we take you to an elementary school in Lawrence County whose lunch program has its own recipe to meet the new challenge. Holy Redeemer is a small K through 6th grade school tucked on a corner in Elwood City. Inside, Sharon Razzani is totaling the lunch count. Today, 70 out of 79 students are buying lunch. That's 90% participation.
I don't really have any tricks. Basically, it's just, a little bit of finagling on the menu that's always been in place.
The menu today is homemade meatballs and sauce with pasta. Some of the volunteers have been rolling here for 40, even 50 years since their own kids went here. But neither time nor food stand still.
We have 2 gluten-free children, and so we have special bread for them.
These lunch ladies' average age in the 80s make everything from homemade meatloaf to pizza. They're bound by the same guidelines Michelle Obama put in place for public schools. Any program that accepts federally subsidized products like ground meat and cheese must also offer more whole grains, fewer calories, and lower salt.
Before we weren't as careful if they got their vegetables and stuff. Now we make them take them, whether they eat them or not. Yes. That's another story.
I talked to a lot of the food service directors from public schools across the valley, and they told me some of the kids don't care for the whole grain requirement. They don't like the bread, and many of them just throw it away. Well, here at Holy Redeemer, what they end up doing is making homemade bread every week, and once a week they get it on pasta day, and also they use it for sandwiches.
They have to have so many grams of whole grains. So serving it once a week is not going to affect that number. Just a little, give them a little perk now and then.
And if you watch them in line eyeing the meal, kids know what they like.
Strawberries. Okay.
Here, the salt shakers are replaced with pepper and garlic. Homemade salad dressings cut calories, and no cookie or cakes ever, just fresh fruit. But real butter goes on the homemade bread, and it all seems to disappear pretty quickly from their trays.
We love them, and they know us. And we play games with them. I do. They'll say they just want a little bit of sauce on something, and so I give them a little bit of drop. See the smile.
It really was something, and I have to tell you, the oldest volunteer, 93 years old, she's the one that comes and bakes the bread once a week. She's been doing it for 50 years.